back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk from Big Ten WKAC. Zach, Todd, Tim, and Todd. Todd, yeah.
Mark is on his way.
Yeah, Mark's on his way. And we are joined now by the head track coach of the James Clemens Jets, Drew Bell. How you doing, Coach?
Everything's good.
Been training hard Easter weekend.
There you go.
Good deal.
There you go. There we go. We got Tom back with us.
Well, don't stop on my account, brother.
So, Coach, tell us what's going on with your track team.
We're about mid-season. We're starting to peak at the right time. It looks like girls got a great chance to win state meet.
Awesome.
They've been in the top 3 in state and 7A for 4 years now, and they're real experienced and real hungry, and we're healthy and we just want to do our best. But boys come along too. We got Huntsville Metro track meet this coming Monday and Tuesday at James Clemens High School. Starts at 3 o'clock p.m. each day. Should go to about 7 p.m. each day. We got 12 teams in right now. Bob Jones, Buckhorn, Columbia, Huntsville, James Clemens, Lee Huntsville, Madison Academy, Jemison, Randolph, St. John Paul, and Sparkman and Whitesburg.
Nice group.
We're just trying to promote track in North Alabama. We love hosting meets. We want every team to do well, and we're just going to take our time on Monday and Tuesday, measure every mark, coach and help every kid we can.
That's great.
And pray for sunshine.
Pray for sunshine. That's the big thing.
Do y'all host this meet every year, or does it kind of rotate around?
It kind of rotates around, but we've been we have been holding the section meet the last 5 years. Our section meet is actually Class 3A, 4A, 5A, and 7A. It's actually larger than the state meet.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, we have 60 teams in there.
Wow.
So, but Wanda and AHSAA, they have faith in me. They know that our staff and our parents run organized meets. I used to hold the state meet down in Florida, and it's ours probably to the end of time because
great.
We do it. We do it right.
Good, well, great facilities.
And for those, I was just finna say,
and
for
we
those
treat
that haven't been
everybody
over
well.
there, the facilities are great. And Coach, I got to meet you last weekend, and thank you for coming out to the autism run. But and that's what brings it back, right?
Yes, sir.
Not just the facilities, but more so treating everybody right.
We're supposed to be treating everybody right,
and coaching them up, and
supposed to serve our community.
Yeah,
that's why I helped with autism last week.
Yeah, and that was awesome. We really appreciated that. You mentioned the girls doing really well and the boys coming along. Do you have maybe not necessarily a standout athlete? I'm not going to actually call out names, but do y'all have better? What am I trying to say?
Sprinters, long runners.
Yeah, there you go. Like long jumpers, high jumpers. What? Not that you have a specialty, but what are y'all excelling in? Is it anything one more so than the other?
This team's really well-rounded.
Oh, that's great.
In every event, and that's the key to winning championships is you don't drop off.
Yeah.
Our top 3 athletes, and whether it's sprints, run, jumps, or throws, they're really, really good. We do have an elite group, though. Next weekend on April the 7th, 6th and 7th, they will be down at the Challenge of Champions. It's one of the most competitive meets in the Southeast United States, where the promoter only invites the top 8.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
He can find.
Yeah.
And we happen to have about 11 kids in that
awesome.
invite division.
Dang.
And there's quite a few of them here today.
Yeah,
you know?
Nice group. So for those of us that don't know, and I used to know, but that was years ago, so you're at the track meet, you're competing against these other teams. How's it determined who – because you have your individual stuff, but how's the team
That's a great
overall
great
determined?
question. Top eight places score. The top 3 places are the big money, our big points.
Right.
It goes 10 points, 8 points, 6 points for first, second, third.
Okay.
And then we count down by 1. So 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1 point matters.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We just lost the indoor state championship in middle school boys by 0.75 points.
Really?
So
man,
1 point matters.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And in my career, I've had 17 runner-up teams, and 12 of the runner-ups have been 2 points or less. So
wow, that's
every
brutal.
point matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Coach, you want to introduce some of your kids and let them introduce introduce ourselves and tell us what they specialize in their sport.
I'm kind of old school, so I'm going to go ladies first.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
We're going to go with Ashley Osagie, and then we'll go into Veda Samuels. But Ashley really has developed in track and field in the last 2 years. She has a great resume, and she has one more season. But in the indoor state championship in 7A, she was second in the long jump.
Wow.
Silver medals, second in the 4x2, and they did break the state record in prelims.
Sweet.
Second in the 4x4.
That's a tough.
And fourth in the triple jump. So Ashley's having a great year, and she's got another year next year. Right now, she is doing fantastic in long jump. Her long jump is 18 foot 7 inches.
Oh my
which
goodness.
is unbelievable. Here's Ashley Osagie.
Hi, my name is Ashley. I'm a junior at JC, and really, track is really competitive. And when I'm, with my teammates at practice, we all goof around. But when it's time...
But then Coach wants to get serious. Y'all get serious.
Yeah, when it's time for the meets, we all, we're competitive. Every single girl that I've compete with is really competitive, and I'm a competitive runner, and, I will cry, I will laugh, everything. But when it's time to perform at the meets, I try my best and everything.
That's great.
Turn it off. Shut the exterior off.
Do you have one thing in particular that you enjoy doing more than the other? 18 feet at long jump is unbelievable. For those, if you're just trying to picture this, free throw line is 15 feet.
Yeah.
And so that's 3 feet beyond that. That is a long way to jump.
That is. I didn't think about that.
My favorite event is probably the 400 because the way at practice, we run so much, and it's easy to get, it's easy to run it at the meets because we're so experienced at practice.
Yeah.
And our Coach Gaddy, he's really, hard on us at practice when we run the 400 and when we train for it.
The 400 is, just for my personal experience, is the hardest race to race. I mean, you're sprinting.
Yeah.
It's a sprint, and that is a hard race to run.
Coach got something to say.
Ask Ashley what her time is.
What's your time?
Oh, yeah.
57.02.
Are you
57.
kidding me? That is smoke. I can't even do 100 in 50 seconds.
I know, right?
I have to walk it and then crawl it the last 10 yards. Good for you. That is awesome.
That is.
So do you? I mean, you're a junior. Are you thinking about doing this at the next level, going to college?
Yes, sir.
Have you had any colleges already looking at you?
Yeah.
I've had plenty of colleges just contact me and
That is
looking at
awesome.
me.
I would think so. Would be able to do all those different things.
Well, we'll have to keep you in our thoughts and pray about that, because I'm telling you, I can't imagine. We've had other kids on here that have had that opportunity, and just I hate to say pressure, but that's a huge decision. And I know Coach Bell's going to help, and your parents and everybody. But but congratulations, that's awesome.
Okay, we'll just pass the mic pass it around. Introduce yourself and.
Hello, my name is Veda Samuels, and I'm a senior at James Clemens High School.
Senior, so you're the one
leader.
in charge. You're the leader. you keep them. You keep all the rest.
You keep
of them
Ashley in line, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. when she's goofing off at practice, that she mentioned, you're the one that goes, "Quit goofing," right? Is that,
Get serious.
So tell us what's
your
your specialty and what you enjoy.
My specialty is the 400. I do 60-meter 1, 2, and 4, but I like the 400 better.
Yeah.
What's your time?
56.4.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
grief. Is she the anchor?
Yeah.
Is she the anchor leg? Hey, Dan. That's
Y'all don't play around out
No,
there.
you don't.
goodness.
So when y'all are in practice, I imagine y'all push one another, right?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. That is great. That's how you improve, right, Coach? Yeah.
Look, quick question. I mean, we wow.
Good for y'all.
Without giving up your trade secrets, Coach, how in the world do you train? I mean, do you do short bursts of 20 yards and short bursts of 50 yards, or you just get on there and run, or is it training 400
Right.
all the time?
There's a specific day every day. Coach Gaddy, the sprint coach, will put up the exact what he wants done in the weight room, because everybody's got lifting every single day on this team.
Cool.
And it's
That's awesome.
specific. Sometimes we're in there before, sometimes after. It just depends. We got such a large team. We got to put junior high out there doing the running while varsity's lifting, and we just switch in and out, whatever. But usually in the first part of the week, we're emphasizing the 400, the longer stuff. We really work hard Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then we're just kind of tweaking little things and meet prepping there at the end of the week. But we always do the running first, and then we come into the jumps and the field if they're a sprint jump athlete. Okay. So that's the way it's laid out.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Now we get to the males.
Pass it around.
Some of the dudes.
The dudes.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Miguel Cortez. I gotta say, this mic is actually a lot heavier than I thought it would be. Kind of caught me off guard.
Well, your voice is a lot deep. He's got a radio voice. My name is Miguel.
I appreciate it.
Hey, ladies.
But I'm a senior at James Clemens High School. I'm the team captain over there.
Oh,
there you go.
That's awesome. So you are the man.
But I'm not gonna lie, being team captain, it's a title. I can't do it without my athletes, my coaches, and my friends. We're a family out there. We're a tight-knit group. Yeah. And what keeps me going in that 400, man, is when I'm coming around on that last 300 stretch, I hear everyone yelling at us up in the stands. It's like, it's unrealistic. It's unparalleled being able to compete with a team that cares just as much about you as you care about your events and your dedication to the sport.
You know what? That's a great point, Miguel, because track is an individual thing, but yet at the same time, it is a team sport. So to have that support from your teammates and, like you said, man, being able to come around that turn and hear the fans and your teammates, So good for y'all, and that's why y'all are successful.
Okay, so your team. Well, let me ask one more question real quick. He or coach, I can ask. So you're team captain for boys and the girls, or just the boys?
So we have a lot of different team captains. I know definitely Ashley, Veda, and myself. We're team captains. We got a couple others. But, we just work together as a tight knit. There is no just you're here with them and you're here with them. We work.
So the boys and girls are all together. I mean, when you're team captain, you're not just over these guys and she's over these girls. Y'all are over. So that's good.
All right, so real quick before we give the mic to Coach. So, all right, we got some boys and girls sitting here. Do y'all ever try to compete against one another, right? And talk a little trash and right?
You got to.
That's fun, man. He's laughing. He must be the trash talker of the bunch because he's sitting back there going, "You dang right, that's what we do."
So if you guess y'all can tell, he's the trash talker. Been that way ever since he's 12 years old.
Yes. No, not me. I would never do that. Coach got something.
Coach got something to say.
Miguel, tell them about your experience at the National New Balance Track and Field Meet. Tell them what went on with you.
So summer of my junior year, I went to New Balance Nationals outdoor in Greensboro, North Carolina. And I went in for Javelin in the Emerging Elite Division.
Javelin.
Oh, wow.
I like it.
And right now, that's my best event other than the decathlon.
Oh, wow. You are the man.
Y'all kids are I can just barely get off the couch, and y'all just...
So which of the two do you enjoy? Do you enjoy one more over the other?
Honestly, this year I've come to love the decathlon a lot more than I used to. I'm becoming more of a well-rounded athlete, like jack of all trades kind of deal.
We have to be, yeah.
But at New Balance Nationals, I went in the very first flight of 3, which is the lowest flight. They don't expect you to score, and I was the second guy in the heat, so I was the second to, I threw the least, farthest out of all the guys there. And from the first flight, I came up into the finals and ended up scoring 3rd in the nation in the Emerging Elite Division.
That's awesome.
That is cool. Yes, wow, dude.
3rd in the nation. I mean, that's
congratulations.
So you said you threw.
Coach, you got it going on, man.
The first time was the least you threw, and then it start to get better and improve?
Yeah, so in the first flight, it's you have the lower throwers, and then you just go up. You get 3 throws. Yeah. And so just one of my throws took me to the finals, and then I PR'd in finals.
So, and I'll let the others explain too, but do you have any nerves? I mean, because, are y'all able to block it out? I mean, because, there's a lot of folks watching, especially something like that.
The most nerve-wracking thing is being in those blocks and being in the starting pens when they call you for the 400, because those 350 meters at the end is the most painful feeling you ever feel in your life.
And it's coming.
It is the scariest thing.
Yeah, all right.
But honestly, I can accredit, a lot of my lack of nerves is, praise the Lord. I pray every time before a block.
Good for you, brother. Good for you.
Pray with my teammates, and we always try to get a team prayer in. You know,
That's great.
You know, pray
Good
with
for
each
y'all.
other. If we're all running the 400,
Who
400
says
runners
these
get
kids
together.
aren't no good these days?
That's
You know,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're a really tight knit group. You know, for me, it's become a family.
That's right.
You know?
that's great.
All right, we're gonna pass it on down. One of the guys is kind of staying in the background. He don't think he wants to
Trash
talk,
talkers back in the back.
So we're
He's
gonna let
coming
this
back
young
up.
man. You go right ahead.
Oh, well, my name is Collier Robinson, and I'm basically, I have the luxury of not having to run. I'm a jumper.
There you go. There you go. I don't care.
High jumper, long jumper.
So you don't have to worry about that pain of the
I
350.
do all 3 jumps. I do high jump, long jump, triple jump, and I also do javelin when it comes to outdoor season.
Sweet.
High jump, that's my favorite event by far. It's so much fun when you just
There you go.
get to get over the bar.
We got this cat right here.
yeah,
Still
right here.
He's still in the state records.
Yeah,
It's been a couple years.
It's been a couple of years.
but he's
Go
still
ahead,
in the
tell-
record
Tell
book.
him, Mark. Mark.
Tim.
Sorry, Tim. Tell him, Tim.
Well, my record was 6'7", but my personal is 6'9". So.
So go ahead and hurt his feelings.
What's your?
I'm not up there yet. I'm only at 6'2", though.
You're
But-
getting there.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
You're getting
And
there.
what grade?
I'm a senior this year.
Okay.
So I'm leaving behind all this stuff. But my goal this year is to at least take all the school records and look for the jumps.
That's
before I
awesome,
leave.
man.
I love him.
And
I love
I'm
it.
pretty close with all of them. I think for long jump right now I'm at 22 feet 4 inches.
That's crazy.
Triple jump I'm at 42 feet 5 inches.
42 feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I mentioned my high jump was
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
6'2".
The long jump's tough, but the triple jump to me seems like when I watch it on TV, it just seems so hard.
Yeah, triple jump, it can be really taxing on your knees, your ankles, everything. Just
I'm sure.
one little misstep and you'll be in some serious pain.
Wow.
But yeah, it's just you just gotta keep with it. Start strengthening up your legs.
It's
Which is
one of
what I
the
really
things I
like.
could never understand how they do, how you guys do. You're in the long jump and you get in the air, and your feet like. Sorry, I'm making myself look silly here, but you like run and you're running in the air.
In the air, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, to help get your distance. I mean, that's got to take a lot of practice because I was never able to.
Yeah,
as a young guy, I was never able to. That was just jump. Whoop, that was it.
Yeah, that's definitely one method to do it. Coach Gaddy, he's one of our coaches. He's taught me a different way is where you just try to hold yourself in the air as long as possible. And you kind of like
a ski
back
jumper.
into spread eagle.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
so-
dude.
There you go.
and just try to hold that in the air as long as possible, and then bring your feet forward explosively at the very end, so
Gotcha.
you just get that extra
Got
distance.
the extra couple inches in there, yeah.
All right. Well, since the other one's not going to want to talk, I done so. Can you tell us a little bit about him, Coach?
Yes, Coach Johnson. I coached him over at Bob.
Oh, he's a coach.
Bob Jones High
I thought
School.
he looked a little too old.
I coached him at cross country over there
hard to tell
and
nowadays.
distance, and he loved it so much that when we came to James Clemens, he asked if he could coach, and he got certified, and he's a certified official. He runs most every meet that we go to in the
Great.
state.
That's a lot of
Very,
work.
very
He's
valuable.
one of the most knowledgeable young coaches and officials, very self-sacrificing. He was up to 2 a.m. the other night with me doing track. Anytime he's in town, he goes to Mississippi State right now.
Oh, okay.
Comes in
Good
on the
deal, man.
weekends to help us out.
Wow,
still.
that's pretty
Comes
awesome.
in and goes to all the meets still. I mean, he can't leave it alone because he knows we're trying to lead these kids on the straight and narrow instead of the highway to hell. So, I mean, that's what it's all about, is leading these kids where they need to go, giving them an opportunity. And so once you're in, you can't let it go.
Yeah.
And Coach, I say a lot of these smaller schools where we had West Limestone coach on the other day, and it's basically him handling everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it sounds like you've got you a staff that really helps you out.
Yes. Finally.
Okay.
It took
a while to
Took you a little while.
In junior high and junior varsity, it used to just be me going on a bus with 60 kids standing
Yeah.
in the
I was
middle,
just fixing to ask you how
standing
many
in the
kids.
middle of
Wow.
a field, coaching everything.
Trying to coach 10 things
and
going
then
on at
Coach
once.
Johnson came, and it was me and him for a couple of years. But now this year the doors open where we added 4 more coaches. So
Good for y'all.
we're the first team that I know of next weekend in this state to do what we're going to do. We're going to send 122 kids on 2 school buses to Scottsboro.
Wow.
We're going to try to win the junior high
Big
meet.
meet
We're-
over there at
we're-
Scottsboro.
We're going to try to win the varsity meet with our junior varsity, and we're going to try to win the junior high meet with junior high, and then we're going to have another 40 kids down at Mobile challenge camp. So we'll have Coach Gaddy, Coach Seeley, Coach Carr, and myself down in Mobile, and then up at Scottsboro, it'll be Coach Ross, Coach Davis, Coach Herman, possibly Coach Johnson's going to be at one or the other. But to have 150 kids at 2 locations trying to compete, be competitive, and to have 2 separate staffs that were trustworthy, and now it's a dream come true.
Yeah. Well, and
really
you know what?
is
It
a dream
says a
come
lot for
true.
what you've done, and you know, I know you're not going to brag on yourself, but I mean, you know, you've built this up, and obviously you've got some support from the school administration and others. So congratulations to you, and you know, it says a lot for these kids. They you can tell they all want to run for you and compete for you. So that's great.
Also, you're putting the emphasis and the very first emphasis in the proper place, that being God.
Yeah.
And anybody who don't believe me, they're crazy. But you put God first, and He will bless you and take you where you need to be.
I totally agree. That was Coach Gaddy's and my focus and mission when we left Bob Jones, is that's the way we wanted to build this thing from scratch, to lead these kids to the right place and the good influences and the way things are supposed to be, kind of old school like we were raised.
Yeah.
And he's been a blessing. I mean, every one of our coaches, I think our Creator provides exactly what we need if we earnestly ask and tell Him what we need, and He knows what these kids need. So
Absolutely.
every coach, I mean, we all have weaknesses, but we together as one, like the disciples or whatever, we're unbeatable. We have the best parents. I just believe that. We have the best coaches. We have the best kids. You got to believe that, or you shouldn't be leading.
Well,
that.
I want to let your athletes know that they missed a wonderful thing just a couple of generations ago. You could be wearing tube socks with the elastic that was off, and you'd run all the way down your ankles,
and your shorts all the way
and
up.
your shorts all the way up. Yeah,
You don't have these fitting where they've tested it out.
We didn't have the Under
blessed.
Armour and all the cool Nike gear.
Very blessed to live in the
y'all don't look as
technology
goofy as
Don't
we did.
forget the polyester coaching
Oh,
shorts.
absolutely.
Forget
There we go,
polyester.
Coach. You ought to break those out for them, man. Just for the heck of it.
I've still got scars from wearing them while we play slow pitch softball, sliding in the second base.
Go right ahead.
One thing I want to say is that, like, at these meets where we've been breaking our school record, it's been really cold. So
Really?
yes.
So bring on the sunshine and the warm weather. Let's see how good we can get.
In the 4x1, we ran 47, and that's the number 1 in the state right now. And it was really cold. And I just want to say, our Coach Gaddy, he's a really good sprint coach, and we're just blessed to have him on our team.
Right.
Well, that's great.
That's awesome.
And of course, we mentioned the West Limestone coach was on here a few weeks ago. It sounds like things are still kind of like they were when I was doing track. As far as now, running events, you can only do one at a time, but you got your jumping events, your field events. You may be having to jump from the high jump over here and then run across the field
to javelin. I mean, spread thin, right?
It is like that every meet. I'm either doing high jump and triple jump at the same time, or triple jump and long jump. It's just super taxing, and you just have to be really mentally prepared.
Oh, and let me ask you this, because I think Coach brought this up last week or week before, whenever he was on. So y'all are responsible for unless I just missing this on the boat. Are y'all responsible for signing up for your own events, or am I just dreaming that?
Yeah, we tell Coach what events we want to do, and
I mean, when you get to the meet.
When we get to the meet,
I'm sorry.
You have to check in yourself.
Right, so you're responsible. Y'all are responsible for all that. And if you're not there on time or whatever, it's on you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's on you. It's all on you.
Yeah, that's good though. Teaches responsibility, no doubt about that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great interview.
This has been great.
Absolutely.
And Coach, when some of these young people decide where they're going to college, we'll get them back on and we'll talk about their decision.
Yeah.
So we have signing
day the 21st, but it looks like some of these haven't decided yet. Yeah. So hopefully we can get a chance before
the season over, Coach.
We will have the state meet is the first weekend in May.
Okay.
It's actually Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
And then this should be the largest signing class we've ever had.
That's great.
So maybe we can get y'all
we'll
back
have to have
on
y'all back
before.
on, and we'd love to at least have you back on, whether it's by phone or in person, to share with us, how everybody did, and we'll be thinking about y'all and rooting y'all on, man.
Absolutely.
Good luck to y'all.
We appreciate the opportunity y'all
Thank you,
having us
Coach.
in here, because the kids love the sport, and we really wish the best for all of North Alabama.
Yeah.
And if they get better, we get better. Is the way we look at it.
That's how it works, isn't it, brother?
We
Gotta push each other.
We want the best to come to our place at James Clemens, so our kids can get good too.
Yeah.
But these kids are highly motivated, want to major in nursing and all these high-end programs.
That's right.
And these are going to be really successful people out there.
Absolutely.
I have no doubt.
The future's good.
That's great.
A lot of people say how bad the future is. I'm telling you, the future with youth is really good.
Yeah,
I
you
see
got
it
a
a
bunch of
different
good ones
way.
right here.
It's all the way what you expect out of these kids.
Yeah.
And these kids are, they're the best.
Well,
they're
you're playing a big
absolutely
part in
our
that, Coach,
best.
and they're blessed to have y'all.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Coach.
That's
Thank y'all.
Coach Drew Bell, the James Clemens head track coach, and his team here that come in.
Yeah.
And if you missed it, you have to go back and listen to it on the archives, because it was a
Absolutely.
Yeah, it
great,
was
great
great
session.
interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's break time. We're at the top of the hour. We'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 10 8-8.